Chris Broussard, basketball guy, Fox Sports NBA. We got hoops tonight. So True Hoop comes out. Henry Abbott writes a story. Said LeBron's antisocial. He's overly competitive. Anthony Davis had softened him. And my takeaway is, what time out? I want LeBron to be more like Anthony Davis. I don't buy it. I don't understand the criticism of LeBron. I don't buy this. He's obsessive stuff. I think he's relentless, like the all-time greats, like Elon Musk. Like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
What are your takeaway on it?
Yeah, and look, I know Henry well. He was a former editor of the NBA at ESPN.com, and a great guy, great reporter. But I agree. First of all, LeBron is far from antisocial. I mean, LeBron is one of the most gregarious people that you'll meet, particularly in the NBA. So that was wrong. I do think he's obsessed with greatness, which is what all the greats are. Michael Jordan, obviously, was obsessed with greatness. And sometimes when you're obsessed with greatness, it rubs people that don't mind being mediocre or okay or very nonchalant about winning. It rubs them the wrong way. We saw it with Jordan, Magic Johnson, for all the smiling and all that. He was obsessed with greatness. Same with Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas. That's how the greats are. So there's no issue there. And I even thought, like, the story talked about how because of LeBron's personality that some guys haven't liked playing with him and things like that. I think it's more about the fact that when LeBron plays, he everything goes through him. I think that is what has kind of pushed more players away than just LeBron's obsessiveness and control over everything. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't rub some guys the wrong way, but I think the bigger challenge is that everything goes through LeBron. When he's on the team, he becomes the system. He makes all the plays, and that can be challenging when you're a great player. Even a Kyrie Irving, who's a point guard, had to back off and let LeBron handle the ball most of the time.
Yeah, which has never bothered me, but I do believe it's a reality to play with LeBron James, D-Wade, Kyrie Irving. It's LeBron's team. Now, Lakers, Clippers tonight. Does it matter more for one of the teams, and why?
Colin, as excited as I am about this game, just because it's the return to basketball, what makes me even more excited are the dynamics now. What has happened in the bubble? The Lakers are focused. They are zeroed in. LeBron James looks like he hasn't missed a beat. He looks like he's in great shape. And that team is serious. And the Clippers are the opposite. They got guys going in and out of the bubble, guys, going to nightclubs. And Kawhi doesn't look good in the first 3 exhibition games. So my point is this. If the Lakers can't beat the Clippers tonight, under these circumstances, they've got AD, they've got LeBron, they're healthy, and the Clippers are without their 3rd and 4th best players, Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell, and maybe their 5th best player, Patrick Beverley. And if they still beat the Lakers tonight, then I don't know how you can think the Lakers are going to beat the Clippers in the playoffs if they lose tonight. Now, I think the Lakers will win, but if they lose, that'll be 3 losses in 4 games this season. Twice the Clippers will have been without their full complement of players. And now they're just kind of lollygagging through the bubble so far, and they still could beat the Lakers. This is, I would say, virtually a must-win for the Lakers, assuming they play LeBron and AD 30-plus minutes and try to win.
So Charles Barkley came on the other day, and he said if the Lakers win, it's up to Anthony Davis. I don't see the Lakers as a championship team. I think they're going to be really good because of LeBron and AD, but I don't like their bench. I think it's an odd mix of guys way past their prime. I don't trust Kyle Kuzma in a big spot. Alex Caruso is limited. I've never seen him in this moment. I don't think the Lakers are a championship team. But your thoughts about how valuable AD is? Is he more valuable than LeBron?
I think the Lakers are the 2nd best team in the league. I think the Clippers are the best. So I think if the Clippers get upset by someone else, or if the Lakers get past them, I think they'll win it. I think they'll beat Milwaukee or whoever were to come out of the East. Look, LeBron is clearly the Lakers' most valuable player. I mean, he makes everything go. But I do agree with Charles in that AD will be the key. Doesn't mean he'll be the Finals MVP necessarily, but he will have to be dominant against the Clippers because Barkley's right. With Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, they match up well with LeBron. We saw in the first 2 meetings of the regular season, George wasn't even playing, and LeBron was not able to take over the fourth quarters because the Clippers have great perimeter defense. That means Anthony Davis, who the Clippers have no matchup for, is going to have to be dominant in the fourth. And Colin, that's one thing I'm going to be watching for tonight. In their 3 games, he's averaged 26 points. So that can fool you and make you think, oh, wow, AD's had his way with the Clippers. But no, he's had 8 points in the fourth quarters of the 3 games combined. That's 21 minutes. He's got to be much better. I've been saying it all year. The Lakers need to get AD used to being a go-to guy in the fourth quarter.
So Alvin Gentry says, oh, come on, slow down on Zion. We're putting too much weight in his shoulders. It's like LeBron. And my take is, Zion has shown us since Duke, he's a big boy. He can handle this. He's got maturity beyond his years. Nobody thinks he's going to win the title. That Alvin's bulldoze parenting him. He's clearing all the runway for him. It's like, Alvin, chill out.
Well, this is what Alvin does, and Alvin's a great guy. Anybody in the NBA will tell you that. But he under promises and over delivers. That's what he sets the tone. He always downplays everything. So. I think right now, and as you said earlier, you're absolutely right. First of all, why are you putting him in the same sentence as LeBron if you want to downplay expectations? I think right now, Colin, everything is great. All we expect from Zion is big-time scoring and excitement. That's it. Some dunks, some excitement, some hype, and you give us 20-plus points. He can do that. The challenge for Zion will come in a few years, perhaps, if it becomes a challenge, is when people start expecting him to win. Right now, he's got 2, 3 years, 4 years maybe of a honeymoon period.
Yeah.
Where we just want the hype. We just want the highlights. 25 points and you're good. You're an all-star every year. Once we start saying, okay, can you win? That is when the challenge will become for Zion, because I'm not convinced yet that his greatness, and he's going to be a star, will lead to winning, though, because, can he rebound the ball at big numbers? We'll see. He's only giving you 7 a game right now. And they're winning. They're 10-9 with him, Colin. They were 11-5 in the 16 games before Zion returned. So they were already playing well. The good thing for him is he's with a really good young team. You got Lonzo, you got Ingram, you got Drew Holiday. So they should be in a position to win in a few years. I'm not sure if he'll be the driving force, the number one guy, but he'll put up big numbers, and they should be a pretty good team.
So Nick Wright and I are going to be at my house tonight having some tequila, watching it and going on Instagram. And so you'll want to check that out, Broussard, because there'll be a lot of basketball knowledge being dropped on IG Live. I've never done Instagram Live tonight. I'm doing it with Nick Wright and tequila.
That sounds exciting.
It kind of is.
Exciting, yes.
It sounds dangerous. Good seeing you, buddy.
All right, my man.
Download the all-new Fox Sports app now.